Okay, so we lost the audience with the Lex Friedman slander, right? But we're going to win the audience back. What is our most viral video? It's our Garden video where we're talking about the dynamic duo of twins. As some of you know, Fletcher released a new album last week, or maybe a few days ago, The Rotten Opera. So we're going to talk about Puzzle's new album. So I guess we should start with like first impressions. What'd you think?
I thought it was a lot different than anything he's done before, right? Like, didn't you feel like there was just different, like new sounds, new, like I did feel like it was a different
album-wise, yes. Because do you remember that EP he had in 2020? Places We Choose Not to Look.
Yeah.
Very similar. If you look at the album cover, you'll get what I'm saying. It's like a continuation of that, which may have been the last thing he released. But very different from any of his other work that he has made.
Mm-hmm. But no, I liked it a lot. And what did you think?
I also liked it a lot. I guess to kind of put things into perspective, the album he had before this one was Exhale, which is
my favorite. That
one's on my list too. I feel like a lot of the songs are like, I don't know, just they all sound very different, and a lot of them are very fun. Even the collaborations with like some of the crappy artists, I still like those songs. They're really good. This album, the new album though, I feel like it's like, I would imagine if I were watching a movie of like someone discovering war crimes, I would imagine this album would be playing in the background. Like it's just very, I guess, dark, and there are some dystopic 1984 songs. And I was looking at the lyrics to a lot of them too. And I don't know, I like the dark tone. Some of the songs kind of blend together a little too much to where like I had to check the tracks in order to figure out what the song was, where I feel like with the Garden's latest album, the song stood out enough for me to kind of pick apart which ones I liked, and with Puzzle's other work as well. But I think Puzzle in general, the difference between him and Enjoy, Puzzle like creates like melodies and like worlds within his album, where I feel like Enjoy, he just, he makes good albums and he makes good songs, but it's like his is more about like having fun.
Yeah. I don't know. They're just so unique, like in their own way. I don't know, like Puzzle like is a lot more experimental, I feel like. Yeah. Or at least this one was like, it was different. Also, I love on the Rate Your Music page, one of the descriptors is medieval, which like that's apt, and dungeon synth, which
that's a perfect way to describe it.
Yeah. So what'd you say your favorite track was? Or did you say?
I don't know if I have a definitive track, but probably my favorite one would be though the first track, which was the single, the Love Is a Place to Hide. I just thought it was like the right blend of like the dark, like ambient mood building, but then also like the fast, like the claps, stuff like that.
The Garden in general might be like one of the best bands like at opening songs, like opening tracks, like that set the tone for the entire album. I feel like the Garden's like always like, I never start a Garden album and don't finish it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like I had like the whole thing, and obviously this one wasn't very long, but I like that one. It's very funny because when like singles come out, you'll always send me them, and I like never listen. Like I just wait for an album to come out, unless it's not going to be on an album. But this one I assumed would be. Yeah. So like I always wait to listen to it. But yeah, I like that one. And then The Kiss, I think The Kiss and Personality Ransack, which are the fourth and fifth track, were probably my two favorite.
Yeah, those are also on my list. I really liked The Kiss. Same thing as the first song too. It kind of like starts off all slow, but then it gets into like a dancey like club song. Like I was just thinking of like John Wick or something. And then Personality Ransack. I like the Alvin and the Chipmunk, whatever the song normally was. I don't know, just like the fun, super fast version of the song. Actually, I don't know if it's my favorite, but my second favorite is 100 Geese. I really like the chorus on that a lot.
I like that one too.
And Slater, I don't know, I can't get into him. He had the singing part. I don't know. He just sucks. I don't.
Well, I mean, it's an honest puzzle review. Yeah, honest in all caps. So if you didn't like something on him,
his part was kind of cringy, but I liked Puzzle's parts of the song enough to where I'd listen to it multiple times. So it eventually grew on me. So maybe I should give Slater like another listen, because when I've tried to listen to him in the past,
How many times have you listened to this album? Honestly.
Probably like 35 times.
Okay, and I've listened to it like 3 times. So that's the difference. But here's the thing is like, I think it will grow on me a lot more. I like it a lot. I think I give it like 3.5 or 4 out of 5. I don't know. Like if I was giving a rating. And I think I like his older stuff more. Like, I don't know why it like resonates with me, or however you would say. It's and probably just like at a different time in my life or something, where like when I found them and I was just coming into my own. So I like the older stuff more. I like Exhale, which is only a couple years old, but
Okay, this is what's weird though. So on Rate Your Music, his first album, That's Fine, came out in 2013. And then let me count real quick. He has 9 other albums that came out in 2013, which I went through all of them. I've listened to all of his music now. And I think Drinking Blood, his 2014, it's like a 2014 shorter album. I feel like that's when he started to kind of like develop his signature sound. Then next is Silver Jungle, which I think might be my favorite puzzle album of all time.
I might not have listened to it, so I may be a puzzle noob then.
It used to be on Spotify, but when Burger Records like disbanded, a lot of their stuff got taken off. So I found it on YouTube. So I actually didn't even know it existed. I didn't even know that whole back catalog of his stuff existed. But that one I love. I feel like the world building on that album is so good, and just I don't know, the songs like they stand out very well. Some of them are like faster, and the slower ones. To me, I don't know. I feel like a good album is something like that, where they can like I'm not bored to death, but I also like the longer songs. They just need to know how to like I don't know, keep your attention as well.
I like this world building you're using. Yeah. I don't know. That's a good way of putting it, because it does feel like an entire, like the album has like a consistent atmosphere and tone and everything to it the entire time. All of his albums do. But yeah, I didn't listen to Silver Jungle, so I will have to listen to those ones. I've listened to some of the 2013 ones, but Soaring, that was like the one that I first really got me into puzzle.
That one, that album, like the world in that is like an ice level, like every ice level from like Super Nintendo games or something like that. I don't know. Or like water levels. I just like, it's like such a clear sound. I don't know. I love it though. And then I put his first album, That's Fine. That's number 3. So number 3, favorite album's that one. Number 2 would be Exhale. Number 1 would be Silver Jungle.
Where would you put Laying in the Sand?
Probably number 6, because my honorable mentions, I have Tighten the Reins and Soaring. So I'd probably put it below that.
Okay, here, I'll do on the fly my top 5. So I think the Rotten Opera right now is 5. It can still move up, folks. 4, Tighten the Reins probably. These are going to be all the most recent ones, but still, I mean,
that's the first one I got into when it like really clicked for me, and I started listening to puzzle instead of just Another Word for Joy.
Then probably Soaring at 3. No, maybe. What the fuck did I give Laying in the Sand? A 4 to 5, right? Yeah. Okay, I'll go Exhale and Laying the Sand tied for first and second, or whatever you want to put. I don't know. Those are probably my 2 favorite. So in Exhale, like on Rate Your Music, which
I know it's low.
Anybody listening that doesn't use Rate Your Music, get on there and just start rating Garden albums. Give them good ratings.
Yeah.
If you love them.
Boost them.
Like, that's crazy to me that Exhale is a 3.
I know.
And it has the most ratings of any of his albums. So again, it probably is like reached like the masses or whatever. And like people are not used to the Garden. Like people that don't like experimental stuff, if they put on the Garden, maybe they just wouldn't like it. But
I feel like weird. That album was still pretty accessible. I don't know. Yeah, that Over 1, 2, 3, 4 Think is a great song.
One of my favorite fucking
sitting in the back of my car. The beginning of that song sounds like a Donkey Kong level.
I know what you mean.
What's the guy Funky Kong when you go to his like hut? That's what it sounds like. And is it called I Got Shot or I Think I Got Shot?
Oh, yeah, that one's great too.
I think it's my favorite, one of my favorite puzzle songs.
That one's my favorite album from
It just
him.
has so much character too. Like that, I don't know, just the little skit of him as like a medieval like knight in the battlefield, and you hear the sound of the arrow like getting him, and I don't know.
And then just the what's the word I want to use? The not caring kind. I mean, just their voice is like monotone at times. I got shot today. Like it's not a big deal. So it's sort of it's a funny song, which obviously they always have funny songs, because like Red, Green, Yellow is when I knew they were like hilarious. It's like, oh, this is literally a song about fucking like a traffic, traffic director,
just the traffic light.
What do you call it? Yeah, the traffic light.
Have you ever watched their commentary on Haha? Like,
I have not.
Let me pull one of them up
I've seen like an interview maybe where they do talk about it, but yeah, pulling up now that we can fucking literally just play through
they're all videos, and each one is like 30 seconds long for each track. So here's the one for Red, Green, Yellow.
Red, Green, Yellow is basically just a theory. It's just a theory, basically. It's just a theory about someone and different types of people who live under intersections and streets and control the lights to make a lot of money and make you go and make you go get more gas, basically.
I always wondered why when you're pulling up to a red light, every time, right when you stop, the light turns green, and then you have to gas it again, and it's just like, it feels like you're wasting so much
gas. Time to get back to the gas station. Go pay the gas company some more money.
Is that a ploy to just get get everything more
gas prices,
more cash flow?
Yeah, it's basically a song based in theory, sort of.
So yeah, they do that for every single track.
Damn.
And it's funny.
It's crazy because they're just on the same wavelength all the time.
Yeah.
And so like for an interviewer or somebody, it's like Like they'll kind of fade out before they finish a sentence there, you know, or something.
So like, yeah, we already know. But it's funny. The one time when they're not in sync is like who came up with that idea? Because I don't know if that was Wyatt or Fletcher. I'm gonna guess Fletcher, who was like, it was my idea, like on the side after they kind of discussed the concept. But yeah, everything they do is just, I don't know. It's funny. I was thinking of on Enjoy's album. What is that album? What's the album? Oh, Small Car, Big Wheels.
Yeah.
The last track, it's called like Enjoy Live at Easter Island. And it's not actually a song. It's like a little skit where they're trying to play music there and then the crowd keeps booing them. So then they have to like play a song that's good and win the crowd over. Just like funny stuff like that.
What was the last Enjoy album?
The
Sessions with a Nasty Tree.
I actually didn't like that album.
I didn't like it as much either. So you can crucify us or we can get called, wait, what did they call us last time? The negative comments?
They called us a bunch of...
Yeah, no, the very first negative comment we ever got on this channel. Well, the garden's popular now. It's like, fuck
yeah.
you. I like the garden for
You know what we weren't doing?
7 years, 6.5 years.
Yeah, you're like an OG fan. You know what we weren't doing at the shows? We weren't putting on clown makeup.
Well, it's like the people that pretend that they knew them before they were famous. We're not going to go over this again. But that fucking lady, the chick at the concert.
I started listening to The Garden before Horseshit on Route 66 came out.
That was the comment. One of the comments in in the comment section of our video was like, I've been listening to them since like 2010 or something.
Yeah.
It's like, well, they weren't around, but maybe they were. Maybe they're doing concerts and stuff just because they didn't have a release, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
but all in all, it's good. I can't pick a definitive solo career that I prefer because when I knew that Puzzle was releasing a new album, that's when I started really listening to all his stuff. So,
well, Galaxy Brain Me, what was my base take that person complimented me for? The Galaxy Brain take is that Another Word for Joy is the best album, solo album, but Puzzle's better all around, right?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Okay, I like that take. I'm sticking with it.